Hello lovelies, it's Lex, and today we're playing something new. We're gonna play Firewatch. I know a little bit about the game, but I don't know a ton about the game. I know that it's almost more like one of those walking simulator kind of things. So yeah, we're gonna give it a go. I've never played it before. I watched a couple people play it when it originally came out, but I never actually watched the whole thing through. I only watched a few episodes of it. So I don't know how it ends. I don't really know what happens beyond maybe the first half hour or so of gameplay, so we'll have a little story time and have a little fun stuff. I'm trying to get some new things going on channel-wise. I know everybody's getting kind of tired of Sims, and I mostly stream Fallout now, so I'm just trying to switch it up. All right, Boulder, Colorado, 1975. Okay. Oh, Julia, hello. I don't see anything except blurry purples. Julia? Am I supposed to do something? Oh, I have to click. Sorry. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with Welders professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. Okay. You are drunk. So what's your, major? You're pretty. Oh, let's say we're gonna be drunk and say she's pretty. You're pretty, she says coolly, because we said it wrong, apparently. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Oh, I have a girlfriend! Oh, backpack. I'm playing with a controller. There we go, so it's right trigger. Alright. Oh, okay. We have a girlfriend and it's Julia. Alright, we're gonna drive the truck, I guess. Oh, alright. I would have put the backpack in my car, but apparently not. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Sounds great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Okay. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. I personally would get the German Shepherd, but if I'm being her boyfriend and she really likes the beagle, I would let her get the beagle. So you pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him, and you love him too. You talk out. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 1979 now. You walk and talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple little idiots. That would be pretty good. One day, why rush? Let's say it's good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. Look at our perfect little life. Something terrible is going to happen to Julia. I can feel it. All right. Oh, do I have my backpack? I guess so. Thoroughfare trail ahead. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Do not forget to check in. No fireworks. Thoroughfare trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Ooh, I'm an inexperienced hiker. I'm gonna run through the trail. Can I jump? How do you jump? Oh, more story. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad, you ignore her. I'll get mad. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and not to be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. Well, she should have called. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria. Oh, I would frolic. She was right. You are very pretty. Alright, onward! Through the trees! The game is pretty, though. Walking around. Something bad's gonna happen to Julia. Spacebar to hop over. Well, I'm not playing with the fucking thing. I'm playing with the controller, so we're gonna have to make up the buttons as we go. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. Or Puppy Bucket. Festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. You scare him away. You beat his goddamn face in. I would beat his goddamn face in, but let's just scare him away because she's clearly having a moment. Reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all three of you. He runs away. Julia has to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk down by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her not to take the job. Agree if she commutes back and forth. I would never have them not take a job that they want to take. That's really shitty. So we'll do agree if she commutes back and forth. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you don't want to move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. Oh god, that's like not enough times though. 1985. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember that she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She's got a brain problem. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and forget about it. No, we should talk to somebody. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. I have a friend that I work with. His mom has early onset dementia, and it's fucking terrible. Ooh, a wiener. You're so pretty. Oh, she's dead. She's totally dead. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. She's either dead or like in a facility. There's no way. 1987, Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought back home by the police. She's devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home to Australia. Australia? Oh, their home in Australia. I was like, I thought we were in Colorado. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You're determined to take care of her by yourself. So this sucks. My mom did this with my grandma. My mom lived with my grandma for 6 months when my grandma was really, really sick. And she said that it was terrible. Like, it's terrible watching somebody deteriorate like that. But it also makes you feel like shit to put somebody like in a care facility, because then you feel like you're not doing anything to help them when it's just because you don't have the means to care for them the way that you should be. So I'm gonna put her in a full-time care facility because this dude clearly like is overwhelmed by taking care of her, because I know that my mom was. I think everybody is. I don't think that unless you're a hospice nurse and you know how to do that, like there's no way that you're able to do that. So we're gonna do that, and her family's probably gonna get mad about it. But, you know, you can only do so much for so long. Like, the only reason my mom stopped taking care of my grandma was because my grandma got so bad. She had to be put into a facility where she had 24-hour care because we couldn't take care of her anymore. It's just what happens. And it sucks ween. A deer. Hello, pretty deer. I'm gonna eat you. Oh, okay. I don't know what that was. I guess that was running away. Her family agrees with your decision. Oh, that's nice. You find a fantastic place in Boulder to move her there, and you see her every day, then every other day. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I would cut your balls off. You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist, and you won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by, Bucket dies. Oh, Bucket. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. I'm gonna guess it's this job we're doing right now. Oh, it's loading. I thought it broke. Oh, enter the lookout tower. Okay. I know that, like, the premise is that we're watching for wildfires. So that's why it's feet of Firewatch. I've never been up in a lookout tower. I don't know how I would feel about it. Turn on the power. Use switch. There we go. We have light.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello? Oh. No, don't open the door, you frickin' Henry idiot. Get back in there.
This is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Give me a minute, bitch. Hold on. Hold left shift. Hello?
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
You killed 3 ex-husbands. You're rebelling against your mom. Nobody back home can stand you. I'm gonna say you're rebelling against your mom.
Okay, you're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me. I'm going now.
Just a second. Now it's my turn.
Okay. Good night. Bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
I like Delilah. Day 1.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
All right. So I think that the start of this is a good time for us to stop, and then we'll probably switch it up and do stuff maybe day by day. I'll see how long the days take to do, but hopefully you guys enjoy Firewatch. I hope that we have a good time playing it together. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. As always, please feel free to leave me suggestions for any other games you guys would like to see, and if anybody's new, hi, hello, welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I do have a link in the description, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and a couple other things if you want to check those out at all. But yeah, have a good one, guys. I'll see everybody later on.